PIRLS is the Progress in International Reading Literacy Study, an international study that aims to assess and compare the reading performance of pupils in their 4th year of formal schooling. A total of 50 countries took part in PIRLS 2016, from Azerbaijan to the United States. 2016 is the 4th cycle, and England has taken part in all previous ones since 2001. England's sample consisted of over 5,000 Year 5 pupils from 170 primary schools across the country. England has significantly improved its average reading performance compared to previous cycles, and in 2016 it has achieved its highest average performance across all 4 PIRLS cycles. England's improvement in 2016 can be largely attributed to 2 changes. First, England's lowest performing pupils have substantially improved compared to previous PIRLS cycles, and that has narrowed the gap between the higher and lower performing pupils, increasing England's overall average performance. And second, boys have significantly improved in their average performance compared to previous cycles, whereas the girls' performance is similar to their average score in PIRLS 2011. In addition, in PIRLS 2011, the gender gap in England was one of the largest across all participating countries, with girls substantially outperforming the boys. But because boys have improved their performance, the gender gap in 2016 is much narrower and now consistent with the international median. England's average performance is among the best in Europe, similar to countries such as Norway, Sweden or Bulgaria. Countries that perform significantly better include high performers such as the Russian Federation and Singapore, but also Ireland, Northern Ireland and Poland. Others perform significantly lower than England, for example the United States, Netherlands or Germany. Although the gap between the highest and lowest performing pupils has become narrower in England in 2016, it is still larger than in many other countries. For example, in the Russian Federation, Hong Kong or the Netherlands, the gap between the lowest and highest performing pupils is much narrower. England does, however, have very strong top performers. 20% of England's pupils score above the PIRLS advanced benchmark in 2016, and looking at the international median, only 10% of pupils score above the advanced benchmark.
In England, pupils' prior attainment measured through the Year 1 phonics check, the number of books a pupil has access to at home, whether or not pupils have been eligible for free school meals in the previous 6 years, are all strong predictors of PIRLS performance. Also, older pupils perform significantly better on PIRLS, and there is a strong association between birth month and average PIRLS performance in England. But we also find that pupils' ethnicity and their English as additional language status are not associated with PIRLS performance when accounting for other pupils' characteristics. We find that positive attitudes toward reading are generally associated with higher average performance in PIRLS. In England, we find on the one side 53% of pupils report that they are very confident readers. This is more than the international median of 45%. On the other side, 20% of pupils in England say they do not like reading, and that is slightly more than the international median. Looking back at previous cycles, boys' attitudes toward reading in England seem to have slightly improved in 2016, but girls still report generally more positive attitudes. That is, they are more engaged and confident when it comes to reading and also like it more. 15% of pupils in England report that they are bullied more or less weekly, which is similar to the international median. Pupils reporting more frequent episodes of bullying have lower average performances than their peers who report that they did not experience bullying at school. In England, 24% of head teachers believe that their school places a very high emphasis on academic success, compared to an international median of 5%. In England and in many other countries, pupils attending schools that place high or very high emphasis on academic success have on average higher scores than those in schools where the emphasis is lower. More than half of English pupils' teachers who participated in PIRLS 2016 have 10 or fewer years of teaching experience. Looking at the international median, almost 70% of pupils' teachers have more than 10 years of experience. However, in England, we also find that years of teaching experience do not seem to be linked to pupils' average performance, so that on average, pupils of less and more experienced teachers are doing on average equally well. Teachers also provide information on their formal education and which areas of reading their training emphasized. The majority of English teachers say that their training emphasized language and how to teach reading. This is in line with what we see in many other countries as well. However, only 16% of teachers say that reading theory was emphasized in their training, which is among the lowest percentages of the participating countries.